You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
Welcome everybody to episode number 6 of the Cafeteros podcast. I'm your host, Dave Gran. Alongside me, as always, is Mr. Jorge Torres. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, hello. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing really good, man. James is back, which has me in a
Yeah,
good mood. I even brought out the James 2014 kit. I'm feeling a little 2014-ish
I
today.
feel like I might need to pick that one up just for nostalgia's
Nostalgia.
sake. This at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, it's one of my favorites. I think what's your favorite Colombia kit? I think this might be my favorite now that I think about it.
Are we including the one from this year?
Yes.
I think it's this one. This one's one. The 2018
Really?
two.
No, I think this is my favorite. I really
That
love
one's
this
number
one.
three. No. I would say that one's number three. The '94 retro, the one the El Pibe wore. That'd probably be four.
I got that one, but I have it with Escobar in the back. Um, but yeah, this is my favorite. This is my
Oh yeah, that's
favorite.
nice. That's a nice name you want to have back there for sure.
Well, uh, it wasn't Paulo. It was uh, well, all right. 2014. My favorite. James Rodríguez is back 12 years later. It's been a struggle. He has been struggling to even get on the pitch, and he finally does. He um he doesn't score. He doesn't get an assist. They lose 1-0, but they lose to what's been, I think, the top defense in the league in MLS. And he serves up on a platter a couple balls to his teammates who just can't finish. He ended up with, I thought, a great game, and he only ran out there for like 62, 63
Three
minutes.
65 minutes.
Yeah, they subbed him out, but I thought he had a great showing, and it brought a little life to me. I know a lot of people because I was talking to somebody in my barbershop just last week, and he's like, "Dude, Colombia's got to stop with this. Like, you don't need James." And you're right. Maybe we don't need him, but when you have your guy, you just feel a little better. So
You
yeah,
give
maybe we
yourself
don't need
credibility.
him, but when it's him, kind of just feel like, all right, if he's on his A game, I feel just a little bit better.
100%. You like I said, you give yourself credibility, and it's kind of like you have like that mental reassurance. Like, okay, we got our guy. This is nuestro crack. So this is the guy that we're rolling with. So if he's good, heck, even he said, que me siento bien. Just that I am training hard every day to get back in shape. It felt good to get back out there after a while. So I mean, I guess take him for his word, but it was very good to see him back out there.
No, yeah, and if you go back and watch some of the highlights from that Minnesota game, some of those passes that he was landing, he even took two shots at goal from outside the box. Like you could tell he was feeling comfortable. And
He
he
wanted to go.
wanted,
He literally
he
said he
wanted to go. Yeah,
quería un gol and no se podía. Things like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So, and against LAFC, it's not easy. But I'm really happy that he finally got on there, and I'm hoping that this is gonna be a run of starts because we're running out of time. This is April. We're recording this on April 27th. So what? We have a little over a month before the MLS season stops, and it's time for him to start getting ready. And they choose the team in a couple weeks. So I mean, I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to be on the team. But it is. I'm happy that he's finally got some run. Somebody that isn't informed. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
mean, word on the street is that what's his face, Nestor Lorenzo actually made the trip to Minnesota.
I heard the same thing, but I haven't heard anybody confirm it. But that's what I heard also.
That's what I heard. Word on the ex Twitter streets that I was like, Nestor Lorenzo made the trip, and I was just like, okay, he's talking to Karen Mills and being like, I need this guy on the pitch.
Well, I mean, for and I heard that going around, and I don't know if it's
Yeah,
true
you,
or
you
not.
you heard the rumors
Coincidence.
flying too.
Right, but I mean, he ended up starting after that, so I don't know if that there's any validity to that rumor. But whatever happened, whether it was in person, a phone call, or if it happened at all, James got to start just randomly after not playing at all last week. Sorry, midweek, and he played very well. So I'm happy that we saw that. Ledma didn't play. Richard Rios did play. He scored a goal, and I don't know if you've been seeing Richard Rios one season at Benfica. I told you I thought that the World Cup would be his coming out party. I told you after the World Cup, I think he's going to end up on a big club. And the World Cup isn't even here yet, and he's already being linked to Manchester United.
I mean, this guy deserves it. He had what was it? He took Brazil by storm in Palmeiras, and then he's doing his thing. He's bagging goals now.
He scored a goal this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. So like this wasn't going to be a permanent move for him. Like this guy was going to reach for something bigger.
Yeah, Richard Rios to me is probably the most underrated player, and I think he's underrated. People know who he is and he's good, but people don't talk about him enough, in my opinion, as a key cog in this team. Richard Rios, I think, is, like I said, coming out party this summer in the World Cup. John Arias played, had his regular solid game. Luis Suarez, Lucho.
He's been the struggle bus, ain't
He's been on a really rough run of performance over the last month and a half. He didn't even get to start. This is the first time he doesn't start in over a month for Sporting. I don't know if there was a reason behind it, but he did not. Like, if it's a midweek game, or I couldn't tell you. I don't watch the Portuguese league, but he did not get to start. He only played about 30 minutes, and again, didn't score. Luis Suarez is on a really tough run of performance.
His run during Champions League didn't help him out much either, because there was really nothing going on. Granted, he was facing a pretty now rough, but then pretty good Arsenal team. Something like that. I guess he didn't really do him so much favor there. But as long as he's still getting some playing time and being somewhat productive, I guess, not too bad.
Luis Suarez is worrying me. We don't have that 9, and that's always been
we
a worry
haven't had a while.
outside of Falcao. No, outside of Falcao, that's always been an issue for us. So that at least in modern history, this century, it's always been a worry. Luis Diaz ended up getting the start this weekend, and it felt like it was a fully rotated squad. Nobody else started. He played only the first half, and then in the second half, then they put in Kane, then they put in Olise, and I thought it was odd. I don't know why they would just leave him out there. I guess they wanted some attack, and they wanted to kind of just like balance it out. You get the first, Harry Kane and Olise get the second.
Yeah.
Well, I think it sucks because Harry Kane and Olise ended up playing very well together. They each scored a goal. They played very well together, and Luis Diaz was playing with the backups and just had a subpar game. But Luis Diaz did get the first half. Kane and Olise got the second half. Bayern wins, and I'm sure that they're more worried about Champions League, which is coming up soon.
The Bundesliga titles has already been bagged with them. Has already been claimed. They got nothing to worry about. Now their main focus is who are they got next? PSG.
Yes, and that's what, next week.
Yeah, either this or next week.
All right, and then to round it out, Daniel Muñoz scored a goal. A little controversial. We were talking and watching about it before we started recording. Yeah, and he scored the goal. A little controversy. He scored on Liverpool. They were down 2-0. The Liverpool keeper goes down with it. Looks like it might be an injury. He throws up his hand to the ref. But Daniel Muñoz chips the ball anyway, scores. People complaining, the referee didn't stop the play. So, and it happened not simultaneously, but it wasn't like he was on there for 30 seconds and then he kept playing with the ball. He threw up his hand, and then he chipped it right after that. So that's on the ref. Daniel Muñoz gets his goal. I didn't think anything too much of it.
No, neither did I. As long as you play until the whistle is blown, that's the standard of the game. So you got to keep doing your thing.
And then I guess we rounded out with the back line. Lukimi, Sanchez, and Mojica, they all started. Subpar performances by all of them, but Camilo Vargas just got done playing against, I think it was Club America, and he had a great game. I think he even blocked a penalty kick. So Camilo Vargas, is nice to see that he's coming
against Mazatlan.
Was it Mazatlan? No, it was Club. Oh no, it was Club America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but no, he stopped a PK from somebody like in a crucial moment.
Yeah, so he stopped the PK, had a solid performance, I believe he ended up with a clean sheet. They ended up beating Club America. So it's nice that he's coming into form. Kevin Mier, since his return, hasn't necessarily looked great, which is unfortunate because that's what I was hoping would eventually get the the start in the World Cup. But look, if Camilo Vargas is playing better and Kevin Muir hasn't gotten into his own yet, so be it. I'm ready to ride the hot hand. So that was basically the weekend. But before the weekend, U17s.
It was like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, it was it. It was a while ago. But yeah, U17s, right?
Yeah, the U17 boys, champs. I think they beat Argentina. I forgot the score now, but it was like
Well,
4-0.
Yeah, and the Argentinian players were not taking it well.
No, so I mean, they won the Conmebol Sudamericana, which is like I think the U17 Copa America. I'm gonna translate it into that form. Smacked Argentina, and dude went off on the mic after that, to the point that even days later he had to send out a public apology. Eso no es mi carácter, and those kind of things. So, shout out to the guys, and you know what? That at least there's hope in the youth coming up.
There really is. And I was talking to you about this kid. Oh man, I'm already spelling his name. Samuel Martinez is the young kid, 17-year-old, and he's being linked. He was playing on that team. He's being linked overseas also. So Colombians heading overseas at a young age. I think you're gonna start seeing more and more of that. And look, Colombia, this is their chance to really get on the map. 2014 was our coming out party. 2018, I think there was more hype, so it felt a little more disappointing. 2022, we didn't make the dance at all. So, this is the time. I feel like we have a really solid squad, and I think that everybody's performing at a decent level right now, outside of maybe Luis Suarez going into the tournament. If James can keep playing the way he played yesterday,
I feel a whole lot better.
yeah, exactly. I feel a whole lot better. Like I said, I think Richard Rios coming out party. Luis Diaz is gonna ball out. I think once the lights are bright, and I'm excited. I'm excited, and we're only how many days away? I'll tell you right now, because it's right around the corner. We are 45 days away from the World Cup. It's crazy.
But that's
And you know
when
what
the
I've been doing?
starts, not the actual tournament starts, right?
That is for when the actual tournament starts on June
Okay.
11th.
Either way,
Yeah. No, so it's a little longer for Colombia to play. There's some almost 50 days. I've
recently
been
they just
Go ahead.
came out with the news that we're playing Jordan at the end of May. Yeah, at the end
That
of
was
May in San Diego. So that's another like pre-World Cup friendly that we're doing um, at the San Diego Snapdragon versus Jordania.
Have you found the paninis?
No, but I'm starting to see them online now. Like
I
people are actually
dude, I keep checking CVS, and they're like, no, not yet, no, not yet. I'm like, dude, it's you guys don't give me any time to fill this book up.
no, but I have started seeing like you know the initial designs of them.
Well, I'm still on the lookout, so I'm waiting for that. So World Cup, because I wanted to see when exactly is the deadline for teams to announce their roster. They have until May 30th, so they have until the very end of May to make that announcement. So
So we
still
got
some
about a
time.
month away.
Yeah, a little over a month away. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's right around the corner. Every 4 years, this is a big. I mean, I love this time of the year, or this time of every 4 years, every time of the summer when you have the World Cup coming. It's my favorite part of being in education because I get to stay home. So,
Like four
last
years ago when it was during
no
the
4 years they killed me. I was working. They killed me. It killed me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Any final words there, Jorge?
No, man, I'm glad Hannes is back. I'm glad the guys are doing well. I need some guys to pick it up, but you know what? I guess there's still time to round things out.
Yeah, man. Look, slowly but surely, this team's coming together. They're playing better, and like I said, I know when people are, oh, James does. We don't need James as much as you say we don't. I get it, but if he is healthy, you can't deny that. You just feel a little better
Mhm.
about it. So, All right, well, that's it. I will be back after next week to talk about more Cafeteros football. So until the next one, have a good one.